So what I mean by that, you guys have seen before like a thermometer in a room, right? Like say it's winter time, for example, and hold on, make sure we don't get kicked back from this volume thing again. Okay. So what I mean by that, so your mindset is like a thermometer, okay? Meaning that, you know, when you got a thermometer and is in a room and you set it at 35 degrees Fahrenheit or centigrade or whatever it is, it'll keep the room at that temperature. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. So your finances are similar, okay? Meaning that if you've made $40,000 before, you can again make $40,000 because the wiring in your brain, like I was saying in the book, is think and grow rich, is not work hard and grow rich. Okay. So you can leverage the power of your mind a lot. Okay. So the thermometer, your financial thermometer, if you've made $100,000 before, if you lost $100,000 tomorrow, you'll make back $100,000 within a year, okay, or within a year and a half or something. You'll make it back because your mind is set at that thermometer. This is the reason why if a person wins the lottery, for example, right, they come into a large sum of money for windfall, right? Even if they're trading and they kind of hit something and they double the account, it's like the lottery, right? So you got a windfall of money coming in, but your financial mindset is that of $35,000 a year, which is $3,000 and some change a month. Okay. You will create all the activities and habits and everything that you did before when you're making 35,000. You will continue with those same mindsets and same habits. So if you're paying $1,000 in rent and you're making $10,000, you when you get to 100,000, you get a place that is 10,000 in rent. My friend in Vegas, the place where we lived in Vegas, it was $7,000 a month. That's US. Okay, she rented it. It wasn't me, right? But glass floors and swimming pool and backyard and the whole 9 yards, right? And so what happens is that you'll adjust your spending for what you think you have. And even when I did like loans and like credit financial like consolidation people and stuff like that, there are people that would like they have 150,000 credit card and a mortgage, and then another 150,000 on the mortgage, and the second mortgage 25,000, then a credit cards for 15, 20,000, a couple of them. And then what will happen is after they come in and I could reduce all the costs and pay things back quickly. If they had $10,000 gap in their house for mortgage and everything else, and they were able to say that the total payments were $3,000 a month, and and they made 4,000. The minute that I saved them $1,000, instead of saving $1,000 a month, they went back to the other habits, or they'll go charge a card again, right, and end up back in the same exact place, but if not worse. Okay, so there was an accountant. He and bear with me because it's important you get the mindset. There was an accountant. This is like back in 2005 or something like that, and he came into me. You needed to get a mortgage done. And back then he was making like $150 an hour, $125 an hour. He's a CPA, whatever, right? Good, making good money. And I remember I did his first mortgage on his house. He had like a $450,000 house. First mortgage was like $310,000. Second mortgage was like $100,000. Like it was almost overextended. He had a truck, Infinity truck that was like, it was brand new, so the $50,000 truck. Monthly payments $900. Wife had a new Lexus. He had like $100,000 in credit card debt, right? And I asked him how why so much. He said he liked to play the ponies, and his wife liked to buy shoes, right? But as much as he was making, at the end of the day, he was only left with like $10 a month or something like that, right? And that's not even including his gas and everything. So he was going backwards every single month, although he's making $150 an hour. Okay, his mindset wasn't there. So this is a big part of the reason why when you start to trade, they talk a lot about mindset, because, and
Jumal,
yeah,
all right. You said his mindset wasn't there. Which mindset? As in, sorry,
he
I'm just talking about this.
so
So,
the,
okay,
mhm,
like for some people, the more money they make, the more they spend because
sure.
they have to show off what we call show off, or to show people that their status in life is elevated. So I'm now making more money, so I buy more things so that people can know that I am making more money. So it's that mindset you're talking about, like the spending mindset versus like investing mindset.
There you go. There you go. There you go. It's not a wealthy mindset, right? It's not a wealthy mindset. Spending money that you don't have. The only way that you take a loan, say for example, there's a, there's nothing wrong with borrowing $10,000 on your credit card for 5%, if you put it in something that's going to give you 6, 7, 8%. Because now, although you're borrowing money, you're still netting on your money. You're still making money on top of your money. But if you're borrowing money because you're going to pay it back later, and because there's not enough, because there's no monthly payments until the end of the year, it's not a wealthy mindset, right? So, and also his mindset was that of a person that was still at the $30,000 a month, although his job paid him a lot because he made a lot of money, right? His mindset still wasn't that of where he was, because if his mindset was where he was, he would understand that he would have to take a percentage to do this, a percentage to do that, percentage to do this, irregardless. But his habits, his spending habits, and just wanting to spend, he was pretty much just as bad off as a person who was, making $10,000 or completely broke, because his expenditure cost him more. But at the same point in time, though, whatever I saved them, it was only a matter of 3, 4, or 5 months before they came back. They would go spend back the same amount. So my point is that wherever you set your financial mindset, right, is where you're going to always be at. So if you, until you do the things to get your mindset from $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month, to, you put the work and you rewire your thinking. Because all it is, somebody asked this question to me years ago. He said, what's the difference between the CEO of a corporation and the garbage collector, right? And I was like, the job. he said it's not what they do from it's not what they do from here down, but what they do from here up, right? And so again, is your thinking, okay? Is your thinking. I'll teach you guys how to trade in the next 2 weeks. However, when the thinking changes, you will be able to grow what you have. If the thinking doesn't change, you will make some, and then you'll be back to the same place. You'll make some, be back to the same place, because your financial mindset is not changing. Your financial thermostat is not changing. So when I give like suggestions like, hey, listen to this over and over and over, is because it's the fastest way to rewire that, so that you can start to be more wealthy and wealth conscious, right? And you start to realize there's no shortage of anything. So I don't have to take trades that I want to take. There's no shortage of money. Although it feels that way sometimes, but it's the same thing.
All right. So you're saying your mindset. So what if your mindset is of, all right, I never had, some people have a mindset of, okay, I never had this when I was growing up. So everything I get now, I'm just going to hold, and not share, but just hold. I don't even enjoy it. So I could be making like 100,000 and I still live in like, if I'm making like 10,000. What about that mindset?
How does that person feel?
Just like they got a hold, just in case anything happened, it's still going to be what it were before.
So how is that person different to the person who doesn't have anything then?
What about, that's what I'm saying. What's the difference in the mindset? Because if I spend everything I have versus if I hoard everything I have out of fear.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Both of them are driven by fear. So is the same mindset.
Okay.
Right. If you got to hold on to your money like this, why have it? Like you have money to be able to spend. right? So what it is about putting a percentage aside for situations that might come up, emergencies, putting a percentage aside for if you lost your job and you had to be, you couldn't work for 6 months, right? So that if any of those things ever happened, you already got pools of money set aside for them. Okay. And when you got to hold on to it like this, you're not comfortable that you have it. So you still got the same angst, the same fear that another person is like, well, I don't have it. So the person who is making $45,000 a month, but has $46,000 in debt, or the person who is making $3,000 a month and has $1,000 a month in debt, who's better off?
The person that making 3,000 only have $1,000 in debt. Could they actually earning more than they spend?
And this is why
yeah.
You got it. I got a friend, just to pay his bills is 10 grand. He has to start every month at 10 grand before he can eat, if you get where I'm coming from, between the house and this mortgage, right? And so my point is that by growing your mindset and realizing the amount of wealth and abundance, you never really fear anything, because you realize that you don't have anything, because you don't have to have anything, because it's already all yours. Right. The only difference between you and me and the property that you own is a piece of paper that says that you own that property. Otherwise, you can't put it in your pocket and take it away from nowhere. Right. So people that have money, they understand assets. They understand those things, right? And they understand that money is energy. People that are happy with money, I'm not talking about the person that is hoarding all their money, because the purpose of having money is for what you can do with money, not for having money for the sake of having money, because then you're still broke, because you can't do anything. You can't create any action with it, right? You can't change any emotions. You can't help people. You can't make people happy. So you're not creating any energy, emotion. You're stagnant, right? And still unhappy. That's why some people that are really wealthy jump off a building. You got millions of dollars, you jump off a building. You might as well be poor and broke. And, and the neighbor giving you some food and you're happy. Right?
It's true.
So this is what I'm saying. The mindset is all about the images that people have of themselves, right? Right. It's all about images people have of themselves. And the more you realize that there's nowhere to go, like the universe is right here. It's not like out there somewhere, right? And it's even inside of your head. The minute you breathe in oxygen, the universe comes inside of you, and you exhale, it goes outside of you. So you're connected, right? The same way you don't worry about breathing oxygen in, you should have the same mindset about having money. Know that there's plenty of it around. You just have to learn the little intricacies and magic to allow it to flow to you, and get yourself in the right mindset to allow it to flow to you, right? Money, if you thought of it as a beautiful lady, for example, or if you're a lady, a handsome man, a good guy, whatever it is, right? You don't want to, if you want to be with a person that's like this, or a person that's like, you know what I mean? Like, you want a person to care, but you still need space to breathe, right? You want to feel protected, but you don't want to feel locked off. So money has to flow, right? It has to flow. You let it flow so you can let it grow. Okay. There's no shortage. Once you understand that, then money will come to you. It's okay. And the less you need it, the more will come. Just like in relationships, when you single, less people coming around. The minute you're in a relationship, everybody's like, knocking on your door. Understand? So money is energy, and our thoughts are energy, and thoughts are things. And I know some people think, well, we just get down to the nitty-gritty of trading. I can show you how to do that in a short period of time. I can't teach you how to keep it though. Okay, unless you get the right mindset. Otherwise, you'd be twice as frustrated, because it's one thing to make a couple $100 grand. The other thing is to have to lose it. Okay. So I did it once, almost twice, right? It's not as you, I ain't gonna say that, but it's not as fun. It's like, dang, God, right? But we got something here though. We got trading. And once you understand there's no shortage in money, it's just a matter of figuring out how to relax and wait till the fruit is ready, and then go pick your fair share. Don't be greedy. take your fair share, eat as much as you want, share with some other people so you can plant more seeds, right? So everything in this universe that's how it works. It reverberates, and even the charts show you reverberation, right? This is like inhalation, exhalation. Right? Like sometimes you take a big breath or you laugh, right? So this charts represent life. So once you see that, then you stop worrying so much, okay? And just learn how to tap in and enjoy, okay? Tap in and enjoy. Okay, so do listen to that. Psycho-cybernetics. It will help you significantly, especially if you put it on. Use your vehicle, your car. If you're driving to work 20 minutes one way and 20 minutes back, that's 40 minutes, okay, that you can have education going on inside of your mind, okay? When I sleep, okay, hold on, let me find it here, okay. If you gotta take the bus somewhere, put your phone in your pocket, put your headphones in, and when everyone else in the bus is listening to music, get your brain rewired so you can leverage your time, okay? When I'm working on stuff like this, I don't even, news is my favorite kind of pastime, but like, this is what I sleep to right now. Psycho-cybernetics, Think and Grow Rich, Alchemy of Finance, neuropsychology of self-discipline. I want this stuff in my subconscious mind, okay? So that whether or not I do all the reading, anything else, my mind hears it and it starts to change my behavior. If you guys know what's happening around me right now, you would understand, okay? But you must do the work yourself in order to see for yourself. That I cannot do for you. Okay. All right. Does that make sense?
It does.
There's an old saying, right? There's an old saying, and watch how fast we're gonna knock these charts out right now. Okay, this is just my own thing I'm playing with here in Cardano because I'm looking at it. But there's an old saying. It says you give two people two options, right? Here's objective. There's a bunch of trees in the forest, 100 trees. Each guy has 100 trees to chop down. You got an hour. Whoever cuts the most trees in that hour wins the challenge, makes the money. And so two guys had two opportunities. One guy started cutting right away. The other guy took 40 minutes to sharpen his sword. Who do you think cut more trees at the end of the day?
Guy that took the 40 minutes.
Correct. Every single swipe, he cut a tree down. Every single swipe. The other guy is like bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, the tree's almost half down. Okay. Without doing the mind work, that's what you're doing. Okay. If you get frustrated and you're like, man, how come it ain't working out for me? It's because you're not doing the mind work. Okay. Shortcut. All right. Good to go. Does that make sense? Is that helpful to anyone?
Makes sense to me.
On your line, huh?
I don't know.
Yeah, Jumal.
Okay, Ronnie. Okay, who else? Because everybody should be telling me it makes sense. If it don't make sense, yeah, you need to get off the call. You're not getting it. All right. Well, let's knock this out. Let's see how quickly we can go through and look for setups, because we already got. Thank you, Miss Yolande and Miss Janice. Thank you, Miss Janice, for showing me how to set this up yesterday. So let's go and knock these out real fast. Look, I'm gonna hit with Zill. Start with Zill. That's my favorite. That's my other girl. Okay. This markup from yesterday. So we really don't have to do anything because we already got the homework done. This is the markup from yesterday. All we got to do is look over here. Guess what? Oh, we ain't crossed over yet. 5 minutes. And we go 15-minute. Up, coming down to the 15-minute, not crossing in the right direction for me yet. So let me look at the 8-minute. I like to analyze on the 8-minute. Okay. Guess what? Not ready yet. Guess I'll just have to hang out. Done with Zill for right now. Okay. Any questions on that?
Part.
What happened?
I was telling Yolanda that we forgot to do that part that you showed us.
What part?
Like check in, like if it's not ready on the 10-minute, go down to the 8-minute, go down to the 7-minute.
Well, I only do that when I'm looking for an entry, right?
Right.
I came on my Rankos. I don't do much more for crypto. I don't do much more than the 15-minute on this chart. Okay, so when I look at this right here. We're not facing the right direction on the MACD, right? So I don't have to have further conversation with the chart. It's already done. Like we're not headed right direction, so not right direction. So let's go to the next chart. That's simple, guys. Just that simple, right? Don't be like, okay, well, I seen a brick with a wick here, but it was one here, and then I see the catch. No, we don't have the lineup over here. We don't have nothing to trade about.
That is, it's in a sell, and you don't do sell, so that is already out of your looking at.
Well, yes and no, because this is still not a sell. This is just a back on the 15-minute. If you look at the 15-minute, if you look at the 15-minute over time, right? Still not really selling. This chart ain't selling at all. Right? This chart overall, look, the same line we drew in yesterday. So we don't have to look at it again today. Unless is it buying or selling?
But if it crosses over the male, that would be for a sell.
That's indicating that it started to head downward.
Right.
It doesn't mean you're not in a sell. You're not in a sell until you're not in the sell until you got one here, and one here, and this one right here is higher than that one. Until then, you're not selling. This is just a pullback. So if you were a Fibonacci kind of person, right? If you were a Fib kind of person, I'm just going to clear this chart all the way off. If you're a Fib kind of person, you would come in here, grab. I don't use Fibs that much, but I do know how to use them, and that's something that I'm adding to my little arsenal. You come down to the last pullback right here. You look at this right here. You'd see it's pulling back to the 50. Most people look at 50 to 61. So typically it will pull back either somewhere into the zone right here around the 50 to 61. If it comes past this area right here, more than likely is going to continue down. Okay. So this is just indicating the direction that is turning towards. But until you have created a series of lower highs, right, then you're still not selling. Because if you look at this, even this chart here is what Janice was talking about. If you draw like a 50 on here, you're still going up, you're still buying. Okay, you'll only be selling. To sell, you got to kind of like break this previous right here, for example. You got to break this previous right here, probably come down here and retest, and then go back. Now you're in the sell. Okay, so this is what I'm saying to you, that the way I'm teaching is going to really simplify all that stuff, right? Simplify it. You learn it this way, and then after that, you can go do whatever, go put whatever else you want to put on top of it. But just keep it as simple, as pure as possible. That way, you save yourself time, right? And to start with one direction, right? I know everyone is like, let's do buys and sells. Why? You want to make money? You want to lose money? Just relax. Okay, just relax. You learning to trade. Just pick one direction right now. Okay, once you figure out how to do that one, now you got the other one, just the opposite of what you're doing. Okay, but go make 100 grand. Just focus on buys and just nailing a buy every single time. Just nailing that buy every single time. You don't need to buy and sell, especially since the market overall is buying. You be trading against the trend. Okay. So simply from our analysis, this one ain't ready yet. I'm just gonna clear this off because it looks nasty to me anyways. So I'm just gonna clear it off. I'm gonna drop 1 or 2 little lines on here, just for my own happiness. Okay. Even from here to here, like we don't need half the stuff that people want you to need. You don't need half of it. You don't need to overanalyze and overthink it. You got this gave you a strategy, right? We'll practice that strategy for the next, how many days it is that we will be doing our little thing, right? And let me know when you guys all got money in your account, and we'll just look for setups here on Asian, all right, before Asian. When we find a setup, we'll put it in. That's it. We'll make the money. We'll be good to go. We'll do it again next day. Okay, so does that make sense? Like you see, you said just drop the line right here. Look, see, until it needs to come below this line. See, there's a lot of stuff going on right here, and so until it comes below this line, for sure, it ain't selling. It might just bounce off this line and keep going on up. So when I see this turn back around though, going this way, because maybe it pulls down into this red, right, and then turns back around to buy again, because overall it's still buying. It might come down. It might come down to here somewhere, and then turn around and go back up, right? It can come down to here somewhere, and then turn around and go back up, or any version of all kinds of stuff. It can come down here and knock around here and then go back up here, right? So like it did right here on the opposite side of this, little blue bar, this little water hole, right? So no reason to consider yourself to worry about it too much. Just look at it right here, and like I always say to you guys, my methods are a little unorthodox, but you will succeed. Okay. So if you want me to show you, I'm just saying to you, you don't really need to sell anything right now. Just focus on buys, and then let's zone in together every day. And we need one good buy, guys. Like this is it. We just need one good buy a day. Like, you know what I mean? Like remember hope, greed, and fear. Like you just need one good trade a day. Just one. Okay. A little bit of patience, a little bit of time. Look at what $250 could. Look at what $200 can do. Okay. And we risking out of our account of $200, we're gonna risk 2%, which is $4. Okay, but if you at 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 ratio, it means that you're going 4 to 6% in earnings, which an average between 4 to 6 is 5. Let's say you're at 5%. Okay. Let's say you're gonna do it for, if you really want to make money, plan to do it for a year. But let's say you do it for 180 days, right? It's not what you're going to make today. It's how much you can make in 180 days. And can you be able to be consistent long enough for 180 days to build your money up to that level? This is where the mindset comes in, okay? Look, $200 is $232,000. Like, what more do you want? That's one trade a day. One trade a day, and still taking out money every month. Still taking out money every trade. First, you get $10. You trade $8. Take 2 out. 1040, 832. Take 208 out. 1082, 866 stays into it. 216 max out. This is where you make your money, because this is where you're learning how to ride your bicycle, fish, operate, whatever it is. This repetition right here is what's refiguring your mind. You can't get around it. But you have to have a clear plan as to where you're going, okay? If you're trading emotionally, you bound to get broke, okay? Can you wait 160 days and just exercise it every day so that when you're down at this point, you're pulling out $2,000 in that day, and the day before you pull out $2,000, and the day 2,000 and 1,900. That's in September. What else can you make that kind of money with? You just need one trade a day. And if you can focus on finding a buy out of 5 or 6 charts that you look at, that's all in the Asian session. We just got to find one perfect setup, one good risk to reward. Right? So we can get past the mindset of there's not enough. I don't have enough time. Oh my God, I'm going to run out of money. Oh my God, I'm going to go broke. then you can actually get to trade up to that kind of money. But if when you are dating the money, right? When you're dating the money here at when you're dating the money here in the beginning at what's this? When you're dating the money, okay, I gotta open up so you can see. When you're dating the money and you are in your first month, your first 30 days, right? When you are only pulling $6 out in a day, that's when you have to have that mindset of what it is I'm doing. I'm working on something, I'm building something. Okay. You know what I mean? You can't rob your business until you can actually make it pay for itself and you focus. If you just gotta find one trade a day, just one buy. You want to learn how to buy and sell, and you can't do either yet. I'm not talking to you, Jumal. I'm just saying people in general, right? Just focus on doing one, right? And get really good at doing that one, and you're gonna make more than you need to make. You're gonna realize that I come to my charts, and this is what I do. I leave my laptop open. I go about my business. I come over here and look. So not ready yet. Okay, H&T. H&T, okay, we got a little turnaround right here. Let me see what chart this is on. 15-minute, finance, 15-minute. Okay, I'm gonna pull this line back over here. Okay, I know we're still in the uptrend. It looks like it's turning around a little bit. Okay, let me look and see. Down here, we haven't turned back around yet. 15-minute, let me see now. Let me go to 10-minute. 10-minute. Okay, 10-minute still hasn't turned all the way back around. Let me go down to 8-minute. I'm looking to see where that bad boy starts to cross. Not all back around yet. You go 5-minute. You go 5-minute. Still haven't come up all the way up. Telling me in consolidation. I got a line drawn through here. Maybe it's gonna come back and bounce around here for a little bit until I see this line cross. Not ready yet. Okay, move on from Zoe. From HNT. Let me go check theta. Check theta. Okay, theta is on the move. Oh, missed entry for theta. Okay, that's 8 minutes. Missed entry in 8 minutes. Let me see a 15-minute. See if it pulls back a little bit more. Yeah, there's already a nice growth. I got a break with a wick. Let me see how far past I am from the entry. Do I want to enter any more? Entry's right there. Up. Crossover is right around. Okay, right around here. Crossover. Okay, last crossover is right here. Okay. Cross is about right, and I got a cross here too, but I'm just gonna use the other point. Okay, this one right here, this one, and this one right here. Let me go back and make sure I got the right block and clean this all off. Get rid of everything off the chart. Back and make sure I got the right block. Okay, so where my cross is at. Cross. I got a cross over right here. This level right here. Okay. I got another crossover right here, this level right here, a little close. Let me see how close it is. Okay, am I up? Am I up? Looks like I'm up a little bit. I am up. I am up. We are in the buy. I should have entered here, right here, break with a wick, crossover. Up. I'm like 10 bricks in already. I'm just gonna have to hold whatever position I got because I'm already late for this entry, even on what was that I just pulled up. 15-minute. Okay, late on the 15-minute. Let me see 30-minute. 30-minute. Then cross back over it. Just cross over here. Still too late. Ain't entering. Let theta do its thing. Come back to see you later. Theta. AUD/USD. AUD/USD is pulling down. Okay. Pulling down. For those that trade AUD/USD, there's a lot of consolidation. It's a 30-minute chart. Okay, what do we got here? For my buy position, it's still wrong. I could just look at this naked eye because I look at charts all the time, and I could tell right here that this right here is consolidation. It hasn't broken past that. Oops, hasn't broken past that yet. I don't see it. I don't see a setup that looks good necessarily yet. But let me go double check. I'm just looking for my buy. I got a cross right here. I got a cross right here. Okay. Am I higher? Yes, I'm higher. Okay. Trend line. Boom. Higher. Okay. I'm ready. All I need is a brick with a wick in my direction. Until I see that, I don't enter the market. So let's let that. I'll let that be. Your USD. Okay, let me clear this whole chart off. You guys see how fast I can look at the chart and determine if to enter or not? Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay, check this out. Is this buying or selling? It's buying or selling?
Buying.
Buying. Good. Okay, let's go look and see. Do we have any touches yet? On a 30-minute no touch, and it's not touching. It came up and went back down. We go 15 minutes. I don't enter a 30-minute usually. 30-minute for Aramco is pretty high. And got my little mail line in here. Boom. Come up here, see what's going on, pointing down. Okay, I know you're USD. You should be buying at some point sometime soon. Okay, let me go see my last two verticals. I got one here, last one here. Okay, let me see what we got going on. Is this easy or is this easy?
It looks very easy.
Go, look. Only when this turns back around, brick with a wick, and then I see this cross as extra confirmation. Until then, I'll go back to living life. But when it does turn around, this is going to be a big, big buy. Look at this. See how big this is? This is going to be a buy looking like this. Okay. Oops. This is going to be a buy looking like this. Say we buy from right here. You're going to use this back here as a stop loss. Okay. And depending when the brick with the wick turns around, all that kind of stuff. But here's take profit 1. Here's take profit 2. Ta-da! Let's go check our risk to reward. If I use my stop loss all the way down there, 2.84, okay. I can do that with a conservative stop loss. Okay, right here, 2.43, okay, good. I can write a trade all the way up there, or I can write it right to here at where I get 2.0. And get out the people's market. Get out their market. Get out their market. Okay, you made the money, get out the market. Okay, don't wait until you get all it. Okay, but maybe when I see my brick with the wick, my brick with the wick is up here somewhere. And now all of a sudden, my stop loss gets to be right here. And guess what? And I can bring this right back down. I can make the same amount of money from this move here to here as I can for all of this. So why do I want to do all of that for? You understand? So this is why it's not about quantity of trades, it's quality of trades. If the trade ain't there, you don't take it. Keep your money in your pocket. SPX. Okay. SPX. Okay. Overall, this is why I'm not this right now. Overall, our markets are in a bull market. Okay. Okay. Our overall market's in a bull market. That's why I like fundamentals with what's his name, Schinkel. But check this out. Check this out. Okay. Okay, Dario, that's the right room. Okay, check this out. So boom, from right here to right here. What is this doing? SPX.
Buying.
Okay. So by the way, don't we have a lot of charts we just looked through just now? If you got a couple charts that you like on there, you just watch them. Wait for one to set up. Right? If it ain't set up, just leave it alone. Okay. So yep. Okay, so check that out. Look over here. Okay. We ain't pointing the wrong direction. Easy for me. I ain't trading it. I ain't trading it because I want to see it going this way. Overall, the chart is buying. So why do I want to jump in for this amount of money right here when all I got to do is find a right turnaround? And guess what we're gonna see on the other side of town? Okay, let's go to a bigger chart. Let's go to a 1 hour chart. Okay, so this is what I want instead. Okay, oh wow. So now we got new highs in SPX. Okay, so the market has never been to this high. So you could definitely catch a nice little sell on it, right? But then you got to really play because you got to go down to like a 15-minute because the 1 hour is definitely buying. So now you got to go down to the 15-minute, maybe a 5-minute Renko, right? Just to try to get a sell, but it's hard to get because the overall chart isn't. So why look for sells? Because your friend told you that it was a good idea. Stay with the basics. The markets are trending upwards. Don't sell anything. Buy. Okay. At least practice. Because you remember this part right here. If I can find it in my little thing. Right. just remember that markets in general, what markets in general do, okay? What do markets in general do? Okay, let me see if I can find Wall Street cheat sheet. I got it in here somewhere. Okay. So is this helpful to you guys, or am I just talking smack? If it's helpful to you guys, can we just get a little pit mode? Let me know that you guys are getting value. Okay?
Pit mode.
Okay. Check this out, all right? Thank you. Check this out, right, guys? Look, this is the markets. Again, what is this? Wall Street psychological cheat sheet. If you're not studying mindset, you will not stand a chance. Because these are the emotions that the market is meant to hand to you. Hope, optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria. Oh my God, it's pulling back. All right, you know what? We just need to wait for it to cool off for the next rally, right? But we see a little pull here. We enter in the market because we knew it was buying because we can't see this side. Oh, it pulls down. Oh my God, I just left. Why am I hitting all my stops? Why am I hitting? Oh my God, this is taking too much. Oh my God, you know, my investments. I just lost it. Shit, everybody, I need to get out the market before I lose all my money. Okay. Shit, I should have gotten out a long time ago. Damn. Oh, damn, I should have never done that. I should never listen to that guy Jumal. Right. Then you had disbelief, and then they rally you again. So why would we be looking for sells when we're on this side of the market? Unless you just want to give them your money. Okay. So that's why me personally, I'm not looking for, if I don't see a buy in the market, I'm not taking it. Right. But my eyes are trained for buys. So you know when I take buys, how many of my buys I'm winning right now? Okay. So again, I can only show you what's working for me. That's my experience. But you also have your own, you know, your own experience that to be had. Okay. SPX. Let's look at gold. Up. Look at here. Okay. Look at here. Almost. 5 minutes is pointing down, but let me see what's going on. Drop that right there. Let me see. I got Houston. We have a cross happening. Boom. Crossover to crossover pointing up. Let me see on my 5 minute. Do we have a buy? Do we have a buy? Buy. 5 minutes is buying slightly. 5 minutes buying slightly. How many of you guys have actually taken? I know you might have been Janice as well, but let me see if I can get back to our main trading screen. Let me show you something here. Trading view. Okay. Trading view. Okay, let's get back to the main screen. How many of you guys have like actually look at some of this stuff over here? Let's see Zill. Okay, that's one of my favorite. But let's look at Zill, for example. That is picks. How many you can do it for any currency? Okay. How many of you like have taken time to like look at this a little bit? Like, okay. There is. Let me show you. There's little technicals back here. There's like little heat maps. Buy strong, neutral, technicals. Right. Look at this. You can come back here, see, okay. So the 1 day is buying, guys. The moving average, everything is pointing to buy. The 4 hours, still strong buys. 15 minutes, 15 minutes is selling. What does that mean? Either is going to sell and sell and sell and sell and sell until 15 minute goes 2 minutes and a half an hour starts to sell, and then 30 minutes goes twice, and then the 1 hour starts to sell, and now the hour starts to sell. But right now, we're just doing a little pullback because overall for the whole day, for the last 4 hours, for the last hour, it's buying. Okay, so this is perfect. The 15-minute chart might be selling. The 5 minute might be buying. Let's see what the 5 minutes doing. The 5 minutes still selling. Okay, so what I get in this chart right now? No. Okay. Oops.
Wait, Jumal, question. Where did you find that part with the analysis just now? Technical analysis?
Right in Trading View. When you come on to Trading View and you logged in, you know, you just go to the currency and come on any technicals and click on markets. See what the markets are telling you. Like okay. Markets, where it's traded. These are the things you want to make 100 grand. Like at least know a little bit about what you're doing, right? Like know, okay, so let me see, you know, like, let me see, like, where is it coming from? Or like, there's low, Ms. Janice is really good about this. There's like low chat groups and stuff. You can hop in. I don't do all that ish. I'm telling you, I just stick with this because it works. I just do the same little thing. Nothing else. It works. Really, do I look at any patterns? I do that when I'm telling people so they can see it. But I ain't worried about the patterns. Once this lines up, I'm good to go. If I don't rush the gun on this, I'm good to go. Right. So right here, this is the last cross. This is still buying, but we got to wait for the break with a wick. Right here, if we had entered right here, we'd have hit stop loss. Right. It happens. Okay. But when this thing does turn around, it's going to buy all the way back up here. So I'm just going to let it do its thing and I'll come back. I won't trade it tomorrow because tomorrow market's going to close. So Monday or whatever, I'll just look back at it again. And if it's right here, turning back around, I'll buy it. I'll let it buy probably for the whole week. I'll let it buy up all the way for the whole week. And then I'll bring my stop loss up and I'll leave a little bit in the market. I'll secure the rest of it and leave some in the market. You know, let it do its thing when it comes back on Sunday. Because I know it's probably going to pull back down and whatever. But then it has to. Eventually it has to come back up here, because what you guys are now seeing better is that when you start zoning out, okay, like this right here, yeah, there's movement happening here, but when you start to zone out, right, this right here on a bigger scale, all of this is consolidation. It ain't really went nowhere if you look at it. You see? So when you get into the micro moves, you get caught up in a lot of small little wiggly moves. Okay, when you start to zone out a little bit, you can see all of this is consolidation. It has not broken out of that zone. Okay, you see? Okay, if you extend this all the way over, see where it touches on the other side, you know, at least, okay, you see what's happening right here, right? At least I know that you drop it here, you see this right here, resistance, resistance. You got support. This is a major area. So until price breaks out beyond that, it can't buy. You see what I'm saying? To simplify. Don't worry about candles and candlesticks and look. I was able to discern that from just looking here. Ain't ready for buy yet. Okay. You know, overall, was USD selling overall? I don't know. I don't think it's selling until this has to break this level down here, and then it's in the sell. Until then, it's a pullback. Until then, you can use your Fibonacci's. Okay. Oops. Right. Fibonacci. Right. Fib retracement from the bottom of this movement right here, top of this movement right here. Guess what? Remember I told you guys before? The 50 to the 61. Okay. 50, 61, right in the zone right here. People talk a lot about Fibonacci. I learned one thing. If it comes back, it can come back between 50 and 61. It usually turns around. Look, I just dropped the fib on it. It just so happened that line I drew happens to be lying right around the 60. Is that coincidental? No. Right? So these are all just additional confirmations. Okay. But if it had broken past the 61, I'd be like, pullback is done. It's probably going to continue on down. It turned back around 50 to 61. Somewhere in this area is a normal pullback. So you don't get spooked by it. Okay. Right here, nothing buying. Overall, chart is buying. Am I going to enter for sell? No. Okay. No. Okay. SPX, we looked at it already. Gold, we looked at gold already. Gold. Gold's been selling for a long time. So maybe I'll look for a sell on gold. But guess what? I don't see a cross coming down into this zone yet. Okay. No cross is down. Not ready for sell. Okay. You see how simple that is? Right? Don't give yourself an excuse to beat yourself on the chart. If this was crossing over this line, I'll pay attention to it, but it's not. Okay. The last crossover I got is right here. So the only thing I could do is let me see if I want to look for a sell. Let me go back and look for a little bit. Let me check a different time frame. I'll go 10 minutes. 10 minutes is pulling back up. So I probably don't want to get into it. It's pulling back up. Let me go to 30 minute. 30 minutes. It's not crossing over. 15 minute. We just looked 15 minute. Close, but no cigar. 14 minute. Right. No go. Don't have a cross. Leave it alone. Come back later. Is that simple or what? Is that simple? Or you guys want it to? Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. The same move that we pulled up yesterday. You see, pulled up right back in this lane. Again, it's going to go somewhere in here. I heard somebody exhaling. Are we covering Ron? Are we going too much, or we not tracking? Give me some feedback. Where we at?
We good now.
Is that simple enough though, guys? If we don't see the move set up on the MACD, hello, ain't ready. Go back to living your life.
I understand you. It hasn't reached back to the mayo. So
The fruit ain't ripe yet.
yeah.
Okay. So you got your choice. You can go back and live your life and go do some other things and then come back again. Same with how you do a fruit tree. You pass, oh yeah, no, they're ripe. I'll pick them. Oh, still green. Okay. So although I don't usually do buys, Yolanda, I mean, if I saw a sell was ready, because I know gold's been selling for a little bit. See, like all this has been selling for a while. It's continuing to form lower highs, right?
Right.
Actually, this is silver, sorry. Right, I could enter into a sell. I could enter into a sell, okay? Okay, I could enter into a sell, but ain't set up yet. So like, I would have to see, let me see 14 minutes, let me see 5 minutes, because I looked at, this is silver. So we might have some money on the silver. Let's see what's going on with silver. Okay. You see, the only time I looked at it is when I saw a cross that didn't happen too long ago. I'm gonna back out a little bit, because if I back out from 5 minutes to 8 minutes, these lines are gonna go backwards. Okay, I'm gonna go to 8. Okay, so it's still past the little entry a little bit. So let me go a little bit further back, because I want to get it right and cross. Okay, see my 9 minute, what happened to my 9 minute? You see that 9 minute? Look at 8 minutes. So either I'm gonna have to collect it on this cross right here. You get where I'm coming from? But the 9 minute should have given me, it should have been pulling right back out some right here, but that 9 minute doesn't. Look, telling me something fishy going on here, right? Because we ain't getting that clean cross. 10. Okay, nope. 12. Okay, let's see what the 12 minute is doing. Okay, 12 is close, but ain't touched yet. Okay, and as you can tell, sometimes things can get really close like here and don't touch. So I'm just going to pretend that it's touching. Okay, 12 minutes, and we go to 11 minutes. Maybe it's touching 11 minutes. No, 11 minutes is below the line. You see the line is refusing to cross, is below and above. Okay, let's go back to 12 minutes. Probably a good sign that you don't really want to enter the market, because the market is doing whatever the market does. Okay, so let's do this here. Let's say this line is actually touching. Okay, what do? I need to come back here and look at this other one. Is this higher than this? That's why it wouldn't work. It's still not selling, because this is higher than this. You guys see?
Wait. Where is higher than what?
Okay, so this line right here, that corresponds to this cross right here, right? This block right here, that corresponds to this block, that corresponds to this crossing over right down here. Okay, if I draw a vertical line to match up the cross here, and a vertical line to match the cross there, see where the two blocks intersect, and draw a line, which, by the way, guys, if you look at this closely, you might, okay, that didn't have a brick with a wick on it. I was gonna say you might have a brick with a wick on it, but I guess it isn't yet, because it didn't touch, it didn't retest yet. But this pretended to retest it. Okay, in order for this to confirm a sell, I would need this previous crossover, right? The last previous crossover, which would have been, see if I have a vertical line come here, would be up here somewhere. So what do you know? All of a sudden it's selling. Okay, but what this is telling me is that maybe price is getting ready to turn back around for a buy. It hasn't confirmed a buy yet until these lines come back and break underneath from the blue, come up this way, right? We got a buy confirmed. Okay, we got a buy confirmed right here. So buy has to confirm, this has to happen, and then we come here for this cross. This here, if we're doing a buy, we take this off. Okay. this line where this crosses over right here, and you look at the corresponding block up here, and then obviously this would have to be crossing back over this way, and you look at the corresponding block up here. So say it crosses back over this way, and you bring this one out to this line right here. Oops, you bring this out to this line right here, where it's turning, where the green line will be crossing back over, and say by that time, now you're looking at this right here, and when it crosses back over, the brick is now up here somewhere, right? Up here somewhere, ideally above this one. All of a sudden, hey, cross over, good to go. Brick with a wick, good to go. Correct lot size, correct stump, boom. Correct risk management, enter trade, done. Go to sleep.
So Jamal, this, when you're actually waiting for the crossover, sometimes it could take a whole day.
Yeah, it's because what we do know in trading is this, okay? What we do know is this. We do know that just as sure as winter will come and summer will come, trading is all about cycles, okay? This is it, it's cycles, okay? What we don't know is exactly how long the cycle is going to be, okay? So like I said to you before, with this one, like I was saying to you with this one right here, right? We know that it has to come back up here at some point in time. We just don't know exactly how long. So right now, gold might be on the other side of that belief thing when people are like, gold's gonna buy, or silver, XAG. Silver's gonna buy. And they're like, nope, disbelief, oh my God, I lost a lot of money in silver. Let me get out right now. I'm gonna sell. And it sells down a little bit and it hits the bottom of the market. And all the people that got out all the way up here, like, all right, it's super cheap. Let me buy back and down here right now. And then it starts, the buy orders start getting created and then it starts to move back up the chart. Okay. So my point is that I use Renkos because it doesn't, the time doesn't matter to me, because it really doesn't matter in trading. If you look at what the Wall Street boys set this whole thing on, use your strategy, use your mind. They don't have a time associated. So why are we trading with times? They're just trading by cycles. So why are we not trading by cycles? Want to trade like smart money, or you want to just, right? So that is it for, that's it. We had enough mindset conversation, and we just went through, if you had a pair you want to look at, we just went through Theta, HNT, ZIL, AUD USD, Euro USD, SPX, gold, silver, and anything else anyone wants to look over. But that's just like that. That's it. Sounds good. Can we get a pit mode?
Pit mode.
Yeah. You guys feel like you're learning more now? You feel like
Oh.
you're learning more? You're understanding more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said to you guys again.
Just take some practice.
I told you guys in 1 week to 2 weeks, I'll have you trading. You already started entering some trades, right? And start being profitable, right, Miss Janice?
Yeah, I did one this morning that was profitable. In demo though, like $42.
Mm-hmm.
We did one this afternoon, but that is not profitable as yet. That was a Great Britain AUD pair.
Mm-hmm. GBP. The more that you start to exercise patience, right? In terms of, okay, there you go. Let's look at this right now. You see what catches my attention? The first thing I do is I look down. What's the first thing you see?
The line touch, you're looking at the line with the mayonnaise.
Yeah, so now you can get my attention because you got a line that's almost touching. Let's see where we at. Okay, let's do this. Okay, guys, I learned this from a 7-figure trader, and you just got to keep practicing this until you're gonna start to see little nuances as you practice it over and over, and then you're looking to be a sniper. Okay, one shot, one kill. Okay, here's why you're not profitable yet, Miss Janice, because this brick ain't above the other brick, so you enter too early. Okay, this right
Right.
here. See, so you can't be profitable yet.
Right.
So you might have gotten right here in this area where you saw that cross happen. Okay, so let me go see an 8-minute chart. Okay, 8 minutes. We're touching here in 8 minutes. I see the last cross I would see. Even the cross is still there. It's even actually one. Being higher. Let's go down to 5 minutes. I don't enter anything before 5 minutes. So what this chart is starting to do is it's starting to turn back around. So here's what would have had to happen. You would have had to enter right here. Okay, although it ain't blue over here yet, we're looking at where that signal line crossed, okay? And these are things you're gonna find out with practicing more and more and more. Okay, check this one out. Let's go to the top. Let's see what we got. Okay, look at this. Guess what happened? Guess what happened, guys? This.
It's consolidating.
Yeah, but on the 5 minute though, is this spot higher than this one?
Spot.
Yeah, slightly.
Okay, it's higher, so it's higher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then what you do after you find this point, the point that's higher? Is your land?
You check E.
A
What
break
do you
of the
do?
week.
Okay, what do we see
Yeah.
right here? Like, you got your spot that's higher. What do we see right here? Can you see that right there? What do you see right there? I'm gonna turn off one of them so you can see it better.
A
What do you see right
retrace.
here? No,
You're
what do you see right
right.
here?
A break of the week.
Thank you, Yolande. Okay, that's our entry point. Okay. Okay, what's our take profit? First take profit is, hold on. You mean yeah, is at 9 Eastern. Okay. So you mean right here. Okay, so you got a break wait right here. So you would enter right here. Let's go look at the last set of structure. Okay, so this is the last set of structure right here. My take profit would be right here. My stop loss, I would have entered. Either I would have kept a real nice, neat stop loss right there. Or if I really wanted to be in the trade longer, I would take this stop loss right here. Guys, you see what happened right afterwards though? It bought. So why not have patience until you see the market doing this? If it doesn't do this and you can't do this, don't take the trade. Okay. Better to wait for one of these, right? And keep your money. Look at this right here. Look, you could have made buku money on this. Look right here, risk to reward. Boom. Okay. Look at that, right? Risk to reward. Check your risk to reward on that. This is 1 to 2.82. You could make bank on that, right? Just that little trade right there. And if you really wanted to, look at this. I don't even look at pips no more because it's insignificant. There's a lot of noise. Cut all the noise out. Forget about pips and all. You don't need pips. You know when I realized that you didn't need pips? Look at this. Even here, this is even you put your stop loss all the way down here. You still at a 1 to 4 ratio.
So
right?
your lobby did everything correct. Just our entry was a bit too early.
Right. So all right. So more questions on this before I stop the recording. If you got some value, please let me know you got some value. You know, I guess you got pit mode or yep. Let me know. Let me know you got some value. Okay. So but check this out. Look, even right here, brother, like even right here, if you got in right all the way down here, you already all the way up here in profit. I mean, like even to your next stop loss, even to your next take profit. Look, this is you can still take this trade again. This is on a 5 minute. This is when you got a good trade. Okay. You want to wait for you could ride this trade all week long. Right. Or, or do you want to, be buying and selling all over the place? Okay. One good trade. Boom. That's on a 5 minute. And guess what? The 5 minute was buying, but 15 minute is not buying. So you're gonna get a pullback. 15 minutes still selling. So yes, let's please go on.
Okay, what's the difference with the time? You know, like how you say the 5 minutes is buying, but the 15 minutes is still selling.
I'm gonna stop 1 second. I'm gonna stop this thing for 1 second.
No, this thing's
Let me turn on the fan.
Let me see. I gotta figure out how to get my little YouTube thing to stop.
Turn it off. Turn it off.
Okay. 1 second. Let's see what we can do here. Which one? Going live. It's the one. Okay, good. All right. That stops. Let's go back over here to your question. Okay, what was your question again, Miss Yola?
Okay.
Mhm.
You know, like how you said just now that on a 15-minute it was buying, but on a 5-minute it was still selling.
Mhm.
What's the difference in the time? Because the candles rankle is not by like how with the candlestick, each candle represent a time period,
Mhm.
right? So if you do like a 5-minute candle, it's what happened in 5 minutes. So the rankle is what? So what's the difference between the times? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Think about a magnifying glass.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So like, you know, if you went to like Google, you wanted to like Google Maps, some you wanted to zoom in and zoom out something.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. So let me show you a live example. Okay, Google. Okay, Google Maps. That's close enough. We'll figure it out.
If we
Let's go Google Maps.
enter a buy, if we enter a trade on a 15 minutes where it was buying, but on a 5-minute it was still selling, what's the difference in that? Like,
This
is
is
it overall then buying because of the 15 minutes is more than the 5 minutes?
okay. So I'm gonna answer you with something visual. Okay, this is Algeria. Actually, let's go to Barbados real quick. Be patient, and you're gonna see it. All right, Barbados. Okay. So this is your 1 hour, right, from Oistins to St. Lucie, all the way by you up here, St. Louis, right? So this is your 1 hour chart right here. When you zoom in to 15-minute, these little small roads. So this is half an hour. This is half an hour. And each of these little small roads is 15 minutes and 5 minutes, and so on and so forth. Does that make sense? All you're doing with the numbers, you're just zooming in and zooming out. Okay. So this is why I trade on bigger charts, right? Because if you get down in here, you're gonna find yourself, okay, you could just get on this road, go all the way up. If you get down in here on the low 5 and 3 minute rank, like 5-minute Renko is still bigger, right? But if you get down in here, all of a sudden you're like, okay, I get through this gap and this other gap right here, and back through this gap here, and another gap, all the way through this gap here, and then, or I can come back here and get back up right here, come this way. This is you trading a 5-minute chart right here. Okay. I just want to take the 30-minute or 1 hour, right? Renko they do 15 minutes, which is about a 1 hour. I just want to get from here all the way up here. I don't need all these little small details here. Okay. So this is when you zoom in with your minute chart, this is what you're doing. You're zooming in, right? But all of these are distractions. They're all distractions from what you're trying to get to. Okay. Can you cut through here and cut through here and can you do all this and get there? Yeah. Or you could just take a smooth flowing road. Smooth flowing road. You see, they're all going the same direction. This is going the same direction. This is going the same direction. These are two, but you just got to go through this one and this one. And this is your 5-minute chart. This is the scalpers are dealing with. This is what they're dealing with. They're in a maze, okay? And if trading, 25% of people win in trading, 5% of scalpers win. Because you gotta navigate all of this. And I promise if you go look at your balance sheet at the end of the month, any of you guys have been trading small charts and scalping?
No, not me.
Nope.
Anybody else? You, Miss Janice? Anybody? And Koyo?
No,
Ronnie?
no, I haven't.
I missed the question. I had to move away. What was that?
Okay. Anybody been trading? Anybody been trading 5-minute charts, like or scalping small time frames?
No,
Okay.
I feel more comfortable on like a 1 hour.
So much more peaceful.
Mhm.
Meaning,
Like,
Jamal,
what do you say?
I said, nah, I don't do it.
So like, you guys seen that? I was able to come here, look at this, and fight, and like less than 3 minutes, be like, okay, that ain't work. You know, and that ain't good. I go back to my business. Like that's easier for me to trade like that instead of me saying, well, like 7 o'clock, I'm gonna sit down and trade. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna write my chart up. I'm a lot more free flowing than that. So I come, set up, looks good. All right, good. Okay, we answer the trade. 5 minutes, trade done. Before I go to bed, every night before I go to bed, I go look at the charts, make sure, okay, anything set up? No, okay. All right, close to setting up, but I ain't staying out to wait for that to set. It might pull back. I'm gonna go to sleep. Wake up the next morning. One of the first thing I do is grab my laptop, look over any of my main guys. My main guys. And so here, what's Theta doing? Theta already thing. Okay, I'm already Theta trade already. I'm already good. I'm profit that one. Okay, Link. Don't trade that. Bitcoin is good. Buy some more of that because it's made profit something else. Okay, Zill. Okay, Zill is still pulling down. We talked about this before. You see, look, it's still pulling down just as we predicted, right into the blue area, right? It's about to hit that line. This is not coincidence, guys. Okay, so Zillion ready to buy right now. Okay, all right, good to go. Let me see SPX or anything. Oh, not yet, not for buy. Definitely ain't selling right now, as it looks like it's ain't selling. Okay. Let me see if gold got anything right now. Okay, gold, cross. 5 minute. We got a low thing here, but we got a nose pointing down. No brick with the wick, not ready yet. Okay, I'll go back to living my life. Okay, let me put 8 minute on. Let me see if I'm looking to see if I got a brick with a wick forming. No brick with a wick. But even the 8 minute, even if it's a brick with a wick, I still don't have a cross down here yet. I'm barely getting. Look, this guy is fighting right now to get that line up there. So not ready yet. Then you go a little bit high time frame.
Jamal, when you say the 8 minute and the 7 minute and things like that, then you can go on your broker thing, they don't have like a 7 minute.
Broker doesn't ask you about anything about minutes. The broker asks you where you enter the market, where you exit, how much money you put in a trade.
But I mean, like when you go, the chart has like 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour.
Yeah, but the chart also has every minute in between. So that's why I said treat it like a map, right? Like don't get caught up because look, you can zoom in here, you can zoom in here. How many minutes is that? I don't know. But all I know is that is zoomed in more than it was before. So I treat it the same way. Again, my methods are unorthodox, but they work. I don't what difference does it make if it's a 3 or 5 minute? I'm looking for what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that setup. If I don't see the setup, I don't take a trade. Doesn't matter if it's on an 8 minute, 9 minute, 10 minute.
Right.
I'm looking at all those. Right. I'm looking at all those. I'm zooming in.
It's the same thing, right? Right. It's a 5 or 10, 1 hour.
Right. I'm zooming in to see where the setup is ready. Is it ready on a 5 minute? Is it ready on an 8 minute? I don't trade less than a 5 minute because I found that 5 minutes Renko is good, is an early entry for like a 15 minute, but I love when I see like an 8 minute to 15 minute entry set up perfectly. I know for sure I'm making money. I know I'm making money, but the 8 minute is strong. 5 minute, trade at getting in and out the market small, getting in and out the market quick. Because unless I got like a 15 minute still showing me a buy, a 30 minute showing me a buy, okay, I know everything is looking for buy, a little bit of pullback, I'm entering the back bottom of that pullback, 15 minutes says it's good, everything lines up, higher points, good point, boom, boom, brick with a wick, enter my market, out, go back to doing something else. Okay. You guys haven't heard me talk about patterns. You see, if I had to learn trading again from the beginning, I would just learn rank codes. That's all I would learn. I would not learn nothing else. Because I have not made money with nothing else. I made money, all my money I make rank codes, all of it. Okay. So why do I want to go learn another strategy for what? When I get to doing this rank code strategy 1,000 times, then I'll pick up more nuances. You guys see this right here? Like you see this right here? Remember we did this copy yesterday. I said there's only 2 ways it can go. It's either going to go up this way or guess what? Look, isn't it not following this?
But Jamal, why you have so many trend lines and different things there?
Because it makes sense to me, Miss Janice, when they're marking it up. Okay. Because I don't see the way you see. You understand what I'm saying? Like everybody see things differently. I'm telling you guys, like realistically, I'm kind of like slightly autistic, as hyperactive autistic. And my mind works like crazy, like super fast, right? I could solve 50 problems in a second, but I don't remember where I put my keys 2 minutes ago, right? Like I'm bullshit. So I'm one of those special kids. You know what I mean? I'm a special kid, right? So for me, I had to, with all the stuff that happens in my mind, I had to get rid of all the other noise, all the indicators and all the other stuff, right? This, we drew up yesterday, and it's only because we're having that conversation about looking at it, but we don't need any of that stuff to see it. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. All I really care about is this thing crossing over? Ain't crossing over yet. Okay, let's do its thing then. Until it's ready to do. But I know that I predicted that it's going to do one of these 2 movements. And guess what it's doing? It's doing one of these movements. So guess what's probably going to happen? So I pull down here. And so I'm looking, when it pulls down, I'm looking to see if it pulls down, right? If it pulls down there, and all of a sudden it comes back around and it turns back this way. Now it pulls down, it turns around back here. Now I'm looking down here. Oh, I want to get in this entry because it's turned around. Oh, look, my other one from before is down here. This guy's right here, hiding the last one. Boom, drop my little risk to reward in here, take profit right here, 1-to-2 ratio of the market, you know. And then because you're not looking at candles, you got the setup, you take it and it'll do its thing. It'll go up and down, it'll do whatever it's going to go do. You don't have to watch it. It'll do its thing until you take profit or stop loss, either one. You remember tomorrow, or like me, you know, the computer's open, you walk back past your chart, look at it. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm in the money right now. Okay, good, like it. Okay, oh, guess it hit stop loss. What happened? What did I do wrong? Let me see what I did. Oh, I entered a little bit early. I should have waited for this. Okay, good. That's it. That's it. Okay, that's it, literally. Okay, so the classes and everything else, I'm focusing this week to help you guys to learn how to trade. Okay, so now the classes, we get back on the classes and we listen to the 6-figure, 7-figure guys. I keep practicing the same strategy, but what I get in the classes, because I want their mindsets. I want to hear how they're thinking about things. You understand? And if you understand the significance of mindset, that alone is worth 3 times what you're subscribing it for. Because you can't get guys like this to talk to you on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so if I get to listen to, you want to go to college, or you want to go to college, or you want to get some of the greatest minds in the world. Okay, we don't have any excuses anymore. My dad, he isn't like super fluent with reading and everything else. That dude got the gift of YouTube. He YouTubing a bunch of stuff, got in comments. He's building all kinds of stuff. He's been in construction. He's a dude that took what I'm saying to you. He took one thing. He is a construction guy, carpenter guy. Took one thing and would never do anything else. That he perfected it. And there was a point in Jersey, he would get contracts for the city to go renovate a house. That guy would go clear 40 grand in 1 week. You understand what I'm saying to you guys? I'm telling you, his mindset. Okay, no former, like barely primary, like barely I guess class 2 or something like that, primary school education. Left and went and started digging potatoes or whatever he was doing, right? You know, taking care of my uncle and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying to you? So, but he's built here probably about 5 or 6 properties or more, and all of them worth more than $1 million. I'm telling you, it's all mindset, guys. Okay.
That's very good.
And no mortgages. And no mortgages on any of them. Okay. So it's a mindset thing. Okay. All right. Anyways, anything else before we log off? I'm gonna log off here with you guys. Nothing else. Any questions? Anything before we jump off? Going once. Going twice. Oh, good night to everyone. Thank you for your time.
Jumal.
How you wait till they went going once, going twice? The auction closed already, Miss Janice?
Oh.
Wait, I say going once, going twice, and close. No, Miss Janice. Wait. What you got, Miss Janice? Tell me there quick before I shut up my trade. Tell me there, do sweetheart. What you want?
Just look at that one that we entered today. Great Britain USD, man.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Great Britain USD.
yeah. I just have to go take my chicken out
GBP
the oven before it
Well, I gotta
burns.
go and eat mine because I ain't talking when I eat mine yet.
All right, just look at it.
I ain't be here, Miss Janice.
All right, I can listen.
You decide at the end of hour and 45 minutes that you know I'm going to look at the GBP USD.
Because I thought the wrong one. I thought it was USD.
I just messed with you. Okay. What do you want to know about GBP USD? Because
maybe drew our line today. We drew it as a buy. So
okay.
You put in the 2 vertical lines.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at it real quick. So the overall chart is a buy.
It's a buy.
Overall chart is a buy. I'm just gonna clean. I just want to leave mine because it tells me stories. See, I made money on this one right here, came back, took this other one right here. But here's what we got happening. You got another cup and sauce forming right now. So this is going to bite back eventually. It's just not ready yet.
Okay.
It's just not ready yet. Remember what I said to you, it has to come back up here eventually, right? But it might come down here first. But this chart will consolidate, look, between these 2 lines until it breaks out and consolidates another area somewhere else, okay? So this is not ready yet. You enter for a buy. This is down right here. Where'd you enter at? Price you entered at? What time frame?
Let me check and see where I entered. Oh Lord.
Yeah, this chart is consolidated too. So I definitely want to enter this chart.
39421.
39421. Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad you brought it up. That's what's up. Guys, bring questions like this, okay? So this is how we're gonna grow, okay? Okay, hold on. You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Bring questions like this because this is how you're gonna grow. Okay. Thank you, Ms. Janice. Okay, 139 what?
394.21.
394.21. You're gonna put Miss Janice entry. Okay. So you entered on this line right here, Miss Janice. Okay. So that's why you got the pull back. Okay. So what was your inspiration to enter? I'm looking right here. I say I'm looking right here. What was your rationale for entering this chart?
What was we had said now? At the time when we entered, it was like retracing. It was in a light. a light red, the pink color, I think, or light blue. I think it was a light blue color at the time. But I still entered just to see. I just wanted to see what was going to happen.
How you seen? How you seen? Plus, if you look right here, is this a buy confirmed, guys? From retest to retest, does this look like a buy is confirmed right here in this one?
Yeah. To some degree.
No, this is not buying. The buy
It's
looks
not-
like this.
you mean that that
not
line
buying.
is not
Some
consolidated.
consolidation then.
Yep. And you entered up here. So you entered like 1, 2, 3 bricks late on a chart that wasn't buying. So
But when
at the top of a pullback zone.
but when I
Right
drew the vertical line, it was it wasn't, the line was up by.
When they show me what show me
Can I
show
show
me a
you my
markup.
chart?
Yeah, but not right now though. I gotta go do something else right now. So I can't show you. All right, we'll have to do that tomorrow because it's 8:50 right now.
All right.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay. So
All right,
I'll be
good
back
night.
on tomorrow even at 7. All right. So
All
just
right,
come early
bye-bye.
and then we can cover it. Thank you guys. Have a great night.
All right.
Great night to you